This is a slice of bread. This is you, spending 20 minutes trying to figure out if you can afford it. Why? Because money. That weird invisible force that makes everything move. Your rent, your groceries, your dreams, your drama. Money isn't just paper or numbers in a bank app. It's how society keeps score. It's the reason someone can buy a yacht while another can't afford breakfast. But what is money? Where did it come from? Why does it work? And who decided a little green rectangle is worth your entire afternoon? Let's break it down. From caveman trading days to the digital dough in your account. Welcome to a crash course in capitalism's favorite invention, money. Before credit cards, before paper bills, before tap to pay made it dangerously easy to go broke, humans bartered. I give you one fish, you give me one basket. Done. No receipts, no fees. Just hope your fish doesn't smell worse than their basket leaks. These were the early days of what we now call commodity money, where stuff like salt, shells, or even literal cows could be traded like cash. It wasn't efficient, but it worked. Kind of. That is, until people realized maybe it's better to agree on a single object that everyone values, something portable, durable, shiny maybe? Enter gold, and silver, and bronze. And soon coins were clinking, empires were rising, and suddenly your wealth could fit in a pouch instead of a barn. Fast forward a few thousand years, and here's where we're at. Money is anything people collectively agree has value and can be used. To trade stuff, medium of exchange. To know what stuff is worth, measure of value. To keep score, store of value. And to pay debts, means of payment. Notice the key word? Agree. Money has power only because we all play pretend. No, really. That $100 bill? It's just paper. But if enough people treat it like it's worth a pair of sneakers or a nice dinner, then it is. That shared belief system? That's the magic, or the scam, depending on your mood. Today, most countries use fiat money. No gold backing, no silver buried in a vault, just vibes and government promises. Fiat money is basically your country saying, trust us, this is worth something. And most of the time we do. Because if we didn't, chaos. And even then, most of that money isn't even physical anymore. It's just numbers on a screen. You work a job, get paid in digits, and trade those digits for Uber rides, groceries, or serotonin delivered via online shopping. Money only works because of a few built-in superpowers. 1. Unit of account. It tells you what things are worth. $5 coffee, $1,000 phone, $3,000 emergency dentist bill, because your life choices are expensive. Prices give us a way to compare apples to iPhones. 2. Medium of exchange. Instead of trading chickens for rent, we just use money. It saves time, confusion, and feathers. 3. Store of value. You can hold on to it and still spend it later, unless inflation eats it like a snack, but more on that soon. 4. Means of payment. You can settle debts with it, credit cards, mortgages, or bribing your little brother to take the blame. Money covers it all. 5. World money. Some money works across borders. Think US dollar, euro, yen. Not your Monopoly bills, sorry. Let's talk about accumulation, aka saving. When you stash cash for later, it becomes potential power. It's you saying, not now, but soon. The rich call this wealth preservation. The rest of us call it rent is due. But when people save more than they spend, economies can slow down. When they spend more than they earn, debt, inflation, panic, recession. That's why central banks obsess over it. They're basically money DJs trying to keep the beat without blowing the speakers. Let's break it down. 1. Commodity money. Things that had value before they became money. Cows, gold, tea bricks. Yes, tea bricks. China was built different. 2. Fiat money. Modern paper and digital money, backed by belief, not gold. It works because everyone pretends it does, like horoscopes but with interest rates. 3. Credit money IOUs with a timeline. You promise to pay later and someone trusts you won't ghost them. Loans, bonds, credit cards, these all count. 4. Digital electronic money, that Venmo payment. Your Apple Pay tap. Even crypto if you like living dangerously. Digital money is real money, just less pocket-lint. Yes, because money isn't immune to change. If a country prints too much of it, prices rise. That loaf of bread from earlier, now it's $20. This is inflation. And it slowly chews through your savings while you pretend your bank app balance means something. That's why saving is smart, but investing is smarter. Your money needs to grow just to keep up with how fast it's shrinking. Dark, I know. Savings, I'm putting this aside for rent or a new laptop. Treasure, I'm hoarding this gold bar just in case society collapses. One has a plan, the other has trust issues. Both are ways to hold value outside the daily hustle. In ancient times, treasure was how kings controlled supply. Less money in circulation equals higher value for the money still out there. Today, treasure still exists, but the economy's on fast forward, so hoarding money under your bed mostly just makes you look suspicious. Now that we've gone local, let's go global. World money is the currency that countries use to trade with each other. And no, it's not Bitcoin. It's usually reserve currencies like US dollar, the Beyoncé of global money, euro, British pound, Japanese yen, Swiss franc. These are stable, strong, and accepted almost anywhere. Your country trades them like Pokemon cards in global markets. There are also systems like CLS that let banks settle international payments in different currencies, and tools like Remit Finder, yep, that's real, help regular people find the best rates to send money across borders without getting fleeced. Money is belief, dressed in numbers. It's the reason you wake up early, the reason you worry, the reason you chase dreams and check bank apps 15 times a day. But more than that, it's a tool. It can be traded, saved, invested, hoarded, or wasted. But it's never neutral. It reflects your choices, your habits, your fears, and your goals. So the next time you stress about money, remember, you're not alone. You're just playing a very old game with new rules. Now go spend wisely, or not. It's your money. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe before inflation does.